to rock! Fire! I'm Ron and I'm back again, you know already, with another Ron Sports Reviews. Today, I'm reviewing Chicago Fire versus Toronto FC. Chicago 2, Toronto 2. We get a draw. We already clinched the playoffs. Yeah, if we had won, we got back in 4th place, but we got a point. We have one more match against Columbus. It's still possible, I think as it stands, it's still possible that we could pull this off. But we're in the playoffs. That's all that matters. We got a scrappy draw that we really didn't deserve. We fought for it. So I'm happy with the performance, but I'm not really happy with it. But I'll take it. I'll take it. So throughout the first half, Chicago just kept throwing pressure onto the defense. The defense held stout. It looked a little bit dicey a couple of times there, but the defense held firm. We had by the end of the half, we had a couple of chances on their defense, on their net, but we couldn't get anything out of that. It would go into the half 0-0. Toronto had a pretty stout half, even though they made a couple of mistakes. They did what they had to do there. And then in the second half, in the 59th minute, it didn't take long. Josie Altidore gets the ball, has a solo run, almost gets knocked down, still holds on, and slots it under the keeper to get a goal for TFC, 1-0. Then, in the 68th minute, Alexander Katai basically outruns Omar Gonzalez and just shoots it far post, side netting, scores 1-1. Then in the 78th minute, Herbears scores off a corner after Alex Bono had just got into the match, replacing Westberg for either an eye injury or a concussion that came from the Gaetan hit earlier in the match, or I'm not sure what got Westberg taken off. Could have been a mixture. Could have been his eyes getting covered with smoke. Could have been a concussion. Could have been something. The adrenaline wore off. Got him out. They put Bono in for the last 20 minutes. He screws up right off the bat. Lets in a corner. Bears heads it in. 2-1. But in the 80th minute, 2 minutes later, Toronto FC gets a corner. And Omar Gonzalez does what he was signed to do. Gets a header. Gets the ball crossing him, header in, goal, 2-2. That's the way it would end after, 15 more minutes. After 12 more minutes, because there was 6 minutes of added time. That was 82, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 more minutes. Actually, almost was 15 minutes. And Toronto FC hold the draw, get a point in a scrappy game that they shouldn't have won, but they got they worked through it. They had good defense. They did get pushed through a little bit, but they worked it out. They played well. They defended well. I would think that we may have won this game if Westberg had not gotten hurt, and we could have put in like Benezet or Gallardo instead of Bono, but I'll take the draw. With the circumstances, I'll take the draw, and I hope Westberg is back next week. Hopefully we can get the Trillium Cup. Hopefully we can end our regular season with a win. And hopefully we can somehow get into 4th. It's still, I think, possible. I'll check, but as far as I know right now, it's still possible. Get a win. Hope things fall our way. And get into 4th or 5th. And just make a run in the playoffs. That's all you got to hope for. I'd say with this match, I liked the evenness of the match. I liked how even the match was, how it was played. I liked Toronto did break it down. They had fight. I don't think it was right to do the Mullins Altidore substitution that early, even though Altidore has looked a little bit, how do I say this? He's had a little bit of a morale issue these past couple of weeks. He's had a little bit of he's kept his head down. He hasn't really tried to play hard, and I don't like what I saw from him, but at least he got the goal. He's back on the score sheet. what he did, I mean, what he's been doing, I mean, I understand why they made the change, but I don't think it was a good idea. It kind of shot ourselves in the foot. And then Bono coming in, it shot ourselves in the foot even more because we couldn't put in another attacking player like a Benezet or a Gallardo. And I also think Larea missing the match kind of hurt us. Because Richie Larea is better now role. That's just facts. So, what Larea missing the match on yellow card accumulation really hurt us. I think that wasn't the best thing for us. I'd say the subs were a little bit lacking. De Leon, he was invisible for, I think, most of the time he was in the match. Mullins was invisible, except that one curler he missed. Bono screwed up. He was the worst because, I mean, he screwed up. Normally that doesn't happen. I don't think he's ever been subbed in. But, yeah, that wasn't the best subs today. I'd say Chicago played very well knowing they had to win to basically get in the playoffs. And they fought us tooth and nail to the end. So, Panovich and his team, a round of applause for you. I liked what he was doing with his subs because Herbears, and Katai both scored. Alexander Katai and Herbears. They both scored, so he made some good subs. I think our subs basically cost us this game, and Panovich subs helped the game get costed from us. So, good game. Good coach game by the Fire. Good played game by Toronto. I'd say we played better, but the coaching was better on the Fire side. I don't think the Bono Westberg sub helped. I don't like it, but we had to do it, and it happened. I just hope Westberg's back next week. But, I mean, if there was any time to have Bono subbed into a match this season, it would be now, considering he's played 4 Canadian Championship matches, and he's already pretty much warm. Probably the warmest he'll ever be. As long as Westberg is back by the first round of the playoffs, which he probably should be, considering there's an international break in between Saturday the 6th, October 6th, and the first playoff match, he should be back by then, at the latest. I want him back by the first playoff match. But hopefully next Sunday. Yeah, I'm not complaining. We're already in the playoffs. Yeah, has it sucked to get a draw? Yes. But we fought back. We earned our point. Take it and go. On the road, take it and go. And we're going to the playoffs. If we have a home match, we have a home match. If we don't have a home match, we fight our way to the final. Simple as. That's the way I see it. This team can fight either way. Is it better to have the first round at home? Yeah, but you still got to win 3 on the road. Or 2, depending on how the things fall. How results fall. But, you don't know. I think we could still win 4 on the road. We're a good team. And I think the way we drew today and losing to Montreal has probably put a little bit more of a fire under our butts to get farther. So, I like... no pun intended. No pun intended. But, yeah. I liked what I saw, especially in the second half. The first half kind of scared me a little bit, but when it comes to the second half, that kind of... especially the way it was played and the way we had to make the subs, I think that helped. So, man of the match for me tonight, I would say Omar Gonzalez. Omar Gonzalez, because the defense was stout. Josie still had his head down. Pozuelo was invisible. Yeah, I'd say Gonzalez, because the defense was stout, played well. Besides the 2 goals, it should have been more. Let's be honest. This should have been a loss. So, I like how the defense played, and it makes me feel a lot better. And I like the way Gonzalez played. He's man of the match. So, thank you for watching. If you like this video, like it, share, subscribe, comment. Tell all your friends. We're still in the playoffs, and we have good fight in us. I'm Ryan, and I'm out. Peace.